Ha ha ha.
Ah, what's this? Where
What's
are
this?
we?
So just come out of a tunnel of light.
It feels like it. The entire, like how when there's bright light, you feel kind of you want to close your eyes. That's how I felt the entire day today. I cannot keep my eyes open, so I've put some white eyeliner in the inside of my eye so that no one can tell
Keeps
that
folks
my eyes are
guessing.
half open. Yeah, exactly.
Uh, Great to have you though. We didn't have Fern last week.
I was sick, deadly in bed with an undiagnosed illness that we can probably assume was a flu. It was awful. I'm glad to be here.
And now you're maybe half alive this week, but it's still
Yeah, it's still better.
it's still better. We wheel out what we
Um,
can. It's okay. I've had some rough
we
I've had some rough streams
Oh,
uh, in the past. But hey, thanks guys for joining. Hopefully a good one. Who knows?
there are characters involved, vegetables.
Yeah,
It's
which is
vegetables galore.
it's usually a recipe for success, but we'll see. Um,
I mean, if it goes badly, then it's just going to be a chaotic vegetable, and I'm excited. I honestly, I'll take the chaos. Paul is in the chat saying less sleep, more Bratz games, and I think that's my life philosophy.
how many Bratz games are there? Is there
Oh,
more than 3?
well, yes. There
Okay.
is. If you count, would you count the same like IP, but well, IP I guess is the whole thing, but if it's the same title but two different platforms and the games play very differently on the two platforms?
A bit like Sims 2 on PC and Sims 2 on Game Boy,
Yeah,
Nintendo
or
DS.
PlayStation 2.
Uh,
That was a great Sims 2. Yeah, like that where it's basically a different game.
yeah, I'd
Well,
count
either
that.
way,
Yeah, I'd count
there's
that.
there's then there's at least five, but probably more because
Okay.
there's like there's a DS Bratz game I didn't have. Anyway,
Oh, so you're exploring the back catalogue, is that what?
ooh, I would love to, but I don't have it.
Oh,
No,
okay.
but
I bet you could get it on eBay. So I've done that for a few DS games.
mm,
So that if they're not like yeah, if they're not like what's the word, first party, if they're not like Nintendo, because I think Nintendo games tend to not go down in value. Um, but
yeah, they just stay expensive.
third party games seem to go down to like a couple pence. So,
Mm.
but I could be wrong. Maybe they're highly sought after.
Well, I found my DS Lite recently and it didn't turn on, so
Oh, okay.
maybe it needs a charger, maybe it's dead, but
Hopefully the battery's not dead.
yeah, hopefully. But then again, also, it's pretty old, so.
My
Also,
oh, you
I
go.
I'm just seeing shield mode for well, I've seen it, but I haven't turned it on. But Alex has turned on shield mode, and I have no idea what that means, but I'm sure we're very protected.
In oh yeah, because it says slow mode for me. Is
Oh,
that
does it?
is that the same thing?
I think shield mode must be part of it. Maybe it's like, is it?
Sounds
Paul will
powerful.
know, I'm sure. Paul's a real streamer, unlike me. But my theory is that shield mode is like a catch-all group setting where it enables all of the protective measures at the same time,
Okay.
which is very good for like spam attacks and stuff,
Yeah.
technically.
How slow is slow mode?
It is now 3 second slow mode, so you can't.
Oh, 3 seconds. That's okay, isn't it?
Yeah, that's fine. I think I see people use slow mode without having like a huge, uh, or like extremely active chat, and I think it's a nice. It's probably a good measure for people like me who, absolutely will type like this and I said it's probably good for some, me, to think more about what you're saying.
Okay. Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that. Um,
Yeah, that's good. If you could also like connect it to your Stream Deck, which I assume you can, then that's really useful if it's
yeah,
just
my
one button.
Stream Deck that I have.
Yes, you, as a professional streamer.
I have
Also,
right.
hello,
Is that a
Chris.
physical thing?
Yes, yeah. It's the little, it's like a little music production with thing with buttons, but it's for
Yeah, yeah.
gaming and streaming.
Um,
Like a little, what's it called? What are they called? Pads or not? That's not the right term.
no, I know what you mean though.
No. Yeah, where we
Um,
would put the,
Yeah, no, I'm not sure.
the buttons.
The buttons, yeah.
Um,
Do they like sometimes they like glow and have different pictures and stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I have an Animal Crossing screenshot of my character on the.
Okay.
There's like you have like a little a screensaver. Oh my god, that was so hard for me to find in my brain.
Sounds expensive. I don't know how much they
Yeah.
go for. I don't know if
It's
I could justify
probably-
it.
Oh no, I think some people have gotten around it by using their phone, or I think there's actually a phone app for it. But also,
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
people will find other ways to create the same thing for cheaper.
I still only have one monitor. I'm still rocking the laptop over there setup, which works okay. I could always, even without that, if I didn't have the laptop, I'd probably just Alt-Tab to chat every now and then. I'm sure it would work. Alex shielding the garden path and Louis and Fern and the community from harm is so Alex. I've yet to experience much harm from.
I'm
But never say never.
imagining Alex like standing in front of
Yeah.
the entire community, like
What we don't know is that Alex is actually 7'2", and just
Yeah,
like
I mean,
just
I've
made
never
of
met
muscle.
Alex, so Chris is the only one here that has seen Alex in their full glory, and Chris is a man, so he would probably definitely lie about Alex's height because it would make him seem taller. Which is my favorite trend on TikTok right now, is people interviewing different men around like a campus, and they ask how tall they are, and they all say like, I'm 6'1",
and then they do the-
6'3", and then they ask like, yeah, can we check that? Often there's a 2+ inch discrepancy.
How tall am I?
Oh.
I promise I'm not doing the man thing. I think medically
Are you 6'4"?
I'm 100.
Medically?
I'm 175 centimeters, which I think is 5'9". Which I think last time I checked is the absolute average height.
Oh,
No,
I'm so
it's
sorry.
is it
It's
5'7"?
5'7" and a half. But
Am
yeah,
I
it's
that tall?
5'7".
I always thought I was 5'9". Maybe I need to remeasure myself. Maybe I have been doing the bro thing. I can't believe it.
Bro, I am 6 feet. Chris, I'll believe it when I see it.
I could have sworn I was 5'9". I'm gonna have to. I'll do the whole heels to the to the wall.
Make sure you stand with your head very tall as well. Like, just to make... I'm 6 feet. Unless you want to measure me, then sorry, I don't speak English. Yeah.
I have you. Do you get this with just people? I feel like everyone online is taller than, or is shorter than you think they are. I don't know why that's the case, or at least when you see them, I just always envision them taller. I'm not sure why. Is that a thing?
Yeah, maybe.
Like maybe just because you always see them in the chair, you just have never any idea.
True.
I don't know I don't know what that
How
is.
would you know? How tall am I?
Yeah, I would have
What's
no
my
idea.
vibe? What vibe am I? Am I a 7-foot vibe or like?
I have no idea anymore. I'm not even gonna.
3'5".
I don't even know how tall I am. So,
Yeah.
but it's never really come up.
Yeah, I guess it's not really relevant in being a game dev. You don't really have to fill the criteria like in modeling.
Yeah. Hey ho. Um, I've got like a list of characters we could do. I'm just kind of doing what I did 2 weeks ago, where I just drew the back of people's heads, and people seem to vaguely enjoy it. So, but
I mean, it's satisfying seeing them come together.
yeah, so I could just carry on doing that. But I do have a list. There's six. No, yeah, six more characters that I need to actually draw. So I'm coming to the end of it, although I haven't finalised all of them. So I don't know. Both giving me 7 foot. I'm definitely not 7 foot.
I am. That's.
I remember there was a book called Moki Joe, which was like set in. It was like a kid's horror book, and it was actually set in the town. I think it was anyway, in the town I was raised in. Or at least that's what the author told us on his book tour. And I remember they described him as 7 foot, and that was like scarily tall. But I don't know if that's like people can be 7 feet, right? That's not like maybe they're basketball players. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe they're just Moki Joe. But yeah, I can read out the character names.
Yes.
And I don't know if maybe we won't do a vote. How many people are in chat? I was thinking maybe. Oh, we got a few people. So if anybody has a
we'll give it a little bit.
Give it a little bit, okay.
I'm sure we'll ramble. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate.
I don't know if anybody else read Moki Joe. I don't think it was that big.
I have no idea what
No,
that is.
I think
How do you spell it? Moki Joe.
Maybe I made it up.
Or Moki with 2 E's.
I don't know how it was spelt.
It's MOKE.
Okay, oh, it is a thing then. But you know when you're a kid and you meet the author because they do a book tour and then you think it's like must be the next big thing, but actually it's probably like, bless them, they're probably on the hustle.
I mean, honestly, I've just seen a. Oh, is this even? It says Moki Joe Promotions, but I don't know if this is Moki Joe.
Okay.
Anyway, this is the vibe I'm going for this fall. Anyway, so it's very.
Oh, that's
very
terrifying.
relevant to me right now. Well, with the hat and the red scarf, I have that. There's like a nice like coat going on. I'm feeling the vibes.
If anybody's, it's not too zombie-ish, but I'm about to post a zombie. It's like a scary sort of. You'd imagine he'd say "Hello, Governor," wouldn't you? Victorian.
Yeah,
he's got chilblains and he walks around the factories going like that. That's the vibe.
Mm. I mean, the face is how I feel today. You know, if I was a little bit more transparent in my, in my skin, I don't know. My eyes would look like that if how I felt was reflected on the outside.
A little bit more protruding veins and.
Yeah, like
you got any of them veins?
Yeah. No worries if not.
Yeah.
Sorry to
is that the
be
millennial
bothered.
thing? I can't remember. I read that somewhere.
Yeah, I guess technically it's like.
I read a whole article on ending emails with no worries if not.
It's you're a woman in the games industry. Thing, I mean, what?
I mean, I do it too, so
Yeah, no, you're
sure
just
it's,
British. It's either you're a woman or AFAB or you're British.
Yeah.
That's.
Also something about what's it called, the millennial pause, which did you see that come up?
No.
Apparently it's like when you start doing a video of yourself for like TikTok or whatever, there's like a microsecond where you just check it to see if it's recording, which apparently people under the age of 21 don't do or something.
Yeah.
Which
they just jump into
they
it.
just not. Yeah, I don't even know if that's humanly
that
possible, but apparently, yeah. Which makes me laugh.
Paul says the pain of being a British woman. No worries if not. If you do, no worries also.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, it's the ... as well. That's the sort of the big differentiation between people over the age of, I don't even know, 50 or something. They use a lot of dots in their emails, don't they? I read something about that.
Sometimes more than 3, and that's very disconcerting.
And people under the age of 30 read it as like sort of restlessness or impatience, or like or you're seething or something. Whereas I think people over the age of 40 or something see it as kind of like a wistful.
See, like, yeah, that's what this is to us. Like, we have the
baby,
little squiggly. That's like
the squiggly,
kind of, you know, very That's like if I feel like I've used too many exclamation points, so I can't use anymore, and I feel like a punctuation is too much, like too serious, then I'll put this one in, but only once, because if you use it multiple times in one email, it's a bit much. But
well, you're saying you use a squiggly instead of a
like at the end of a sentence. Oh, not. Well, if I've used like 4 exclamation marks in the email already, then I'll try to use a squiggly just to contain myself. A tilde. I think it's a squiggly.
I think it's called. I think it's become a tilde in programming. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you in chat, Ben. Hi. But yeah, I know it as a tilde, but I think I read it up on it once, and it's not. It's a bit like a hash. Like we only know it as a hash, but it was like a hash used to be called a pound sign. I think it's similar to that. I might be wrong.
So squiggly.
Squiggly. I'm sure squiggly counts. I like using it because it means, like I used it in my tweet because it means like roughly. It means like approximately. Yeah, so I like it. I like to sign off my name with it because it sort of implies that maybe it's me, maybe not. I don't know right now. That's why I do it anyway. But well, I don't know. Why would you call it a tilde? Because there's a lot of communities who kind of use it as a. Oh, because that's right. In Linux, it's the symbol for home, isn't it? And it's known as. So that's why programmers like using it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I'm a programmer. So I use it. Yeah. Can't you tell?
Can't you tell?
Feeling very called out as a 40-something who overuses ellipses. Wait, what's an ellipse again?
So that is the ... isn't it? That's an ellipsis.
That's what the ... is called. Okay.
It depends how you use it though. Like it's usually it's in formal, in sort of semi-formal writing. I think is when it, when you can differentiate.
Oh, maybe you just need to be able to convey that it's not like a negative ellipsis. You just put an exclamation point at the end.
I just think yeah. A bit like that.
Yeah, a little tonal shift. Yeah, see, like what Paul just said, it would be, I use it too much. But what Paul just said now would be, I use it too much.
No, I feel like I need it too much. Like that.
A little anime vocal sound effects.
Yeah, but my dad's both my parents. No, actually, no, just my dad. Actually, my mum. I don't think my mum uses it. My dad uses it a lot, and again, he thinks it makes him sound sort of wistful, like he's just trailing, sort of off in thought. ... Anyway.
Well, I have the same thing with this kind of I guess not emoji, but like this emoticon. I don't know what you would call it now.
Oh yeah, that's just smiling.
Yeah, I see, but in my head, because I feel like people have used it before as like a kind of sarcastic, like negative, like you're down.
Is it?
Like,
oh, I didn't know that.
Well, no, I don't think it is. It's just like for me, because of like maybe one person or something, I've just re-registered it in my brain. So now when I see people,
it's kind of
like, I'm like, oh, you hate me.
Yeah, okay. I guess you could do it in kind of a Mean Girls kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing.
Oh, you didn't know that?
Yeah. Okay, I could see that. Yeah. M dashes are a beautiful thing. Although you can't type them on the keyboard, can you? I wish I had an M dash button.
Can you make it like a hotkey?
I probably could, but It's that graph of how much energy versus how worth it is. I think if you type like Alt and then know the 3 letters to type, then it works. But I'll never remember it. Also, trying your best to
I'm
find
glad.
a Slackoth in Pokemon Violet. Control Alt Control minus. Does that work? That better not be an N dash. If it's an N dash rather than an N dash.
Illegal.
Illegal. Oh, it's not doing anything for me. Alt Control minus. No. Alt Control. Where's that? Yeah. Oh no, it's not doing anything. Or Option Shift hyphen key. Which I'm on Windows at the moment. As in Option as in the Windows key. This is riveting stuff. Shall I read out the names?
Today's got a big theme to it.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that that B is also a big fan of exclamation points. I feel very split about whether or not I should try not to use them as much in professional settings or use them more, because someone said that it was like a kind of misogynistic thing to be against them because especially women will use them more often because you're scared to so then after they said that, I was like, maybe I should just give in and use them in every sentence, and who cares.
I definitely don't mind. I think if anything I like it when people use them, but I what I usually do is I write an email that has quite a lot of them, and then I reflect on what my face actually looked like while I wrote the email, and then I feel like a fraud, and then I go back and try to adjust. That's usually what I do, and I try to limit myself to 1 exclamation mark per email. But maybe
Hi
that's
there.
just me.
Thanks so much for getting back to me. I'm so happy to hear from you. So I was thinking.
I feel like 1 just sets the tone, It
that's
it opens up that avenue.
See, I prefer to not. I try not to do this, but I, in my head, prefer to not use a punctuation because I feel like that's the end, the worst, the most scary, negative thing.
Not to use what? Sorry.
Stupid. Just like a dot, like a punctuation.
What? Just a full stop.
Yeah.
You wouldn't use it.
Well, no, I do use it, but in my head, I would prefer not to use it.
Oh, I see, okay.
Which I feel like is kind of a thing where when we type in Discord and in DMs, often we don't use
I tend not to do
anymore.
It in messages,
Yeah. Or I'll use an emoji to kind of separate the sentence.
Yeah.
Anyway, just Gen Z things.
Some people do the full stops, don't they? But yeah, not everyone.
Yeah. Kind of depends on the situation, but it's interesting to kind of see what you understand where I'm coming from, Ben, with a full stop. I respect it.
Oh, I didn't spot that actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to think about how we kind of change over time, especially with the ellipses as well.
I remember asking my teacher, because you're technically not supposed to use. You shouldn't use an exclamation mark and a question mark at the end of a sentence because, you're just meant to use the one.
Like this?
Yeah. Which I remember when I learnt that, it blew my mind because I grew up reading Asterix and Obelisk, and that was all over it.
The best.
Yeah. And there's a thing called an interrobang, which is kind of like a vaguely accepted combination of the two. But I was told I couldn't use that in essays. Or I don't know. Is there an alt code for an interrobang? Maybe there is. It's a silly name, isn't it? People into punctuation are bad at naming things.
It's also a movie from 1969.
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe that's where it came from. I don't know how old it goes back.
Oh yeah,
to.
I did it the opposite way. That's a Bangatera. Chris says, I might have missed it, but who are we drawing right now?
We are currently drawing Natasha, the yellow tomato. There's the interior. Ben got it. It looks a bit silly, really. But sometimes, yeah, it's hard to. If you're like, what? Or something, then you want the you want the exclamation mark there.
Yeah, because there's a difference between what and wait, am I doing it right? This one?
But if you're like writing, the next great American novel, you should avoid doing the latter. I think it's not technically correct. Yeah, the little baby tomato. I like to kind of, because we have. Oh yeah, to be fair, it's just Otto, but I want to, if I can, not just do the obvious tomato, and try to kind of include something a little bit, So I was like, this one, Otto is an heirloom tomato, and Natasha is a yellow tomato that's on the vine.
Ben is wondering if the baby tomato is also sentient.
Probably not.
Same thing.
Probably not.
Because if they were, would they be a different person? They would, right? Like, because different head. So.
I don't know if anybody saw the new character in the update, who's the two characters in the caravan. But officially in the game, there can be characters with multiple characters, if that makes sense. So, we have the caravan people. I did Sal and Olin are the two peas in the pod characters who are more like a Siamese twin. Let's see if I can find them actually. And then, of course, Pixie's character, who we did some months back. Here they are. Sorry, this isn't Pixie's character. This is... So these are the two peas in the pod. And they will... And actually, there's even a third pea up there, look, which isn't sentient. So...
Oh, yet.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this character in the game.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. Oh my god, it's me and Fern and Alex. Yeah, I'm the tiny non-sentient.
Yeah. Refusing sentience. Not today.
No, Chris, we've established that you're 6 foot, so you can't be the small one. Hi Tiger, how you doing?
Welcome in.
Yeah, because I was wondering if like maybe the baby tomato would just be like another part of Natasha, so it would just be like, those kind of characters that have two heads, but they're not even Siamese twins; they're like the same person.
Oh, I see. No, well, like
okay,
they would move at the same time. Yeah. No, we're not doing that. There's none of that. But there's no rules. There's no rules, guys. There's not like I've tried to figure something out.
But... anything from Louis streaming, there are no rules. There's only what you kind of set for yourself, and then you go from there.
I think for the sake of the game, because there's not going to be like harvestable tomatoes just because that, but there will be like, because there are leaf characters, and then you can also collect leaves, and there are like,
plot holes.
There are like, there are characters who are like technically berries. Because there's weird things that I think like a tomato is a berry. I don't know, something like that. And then there's also berries you can collect, stuff like that. But it's like
not societally.
Not societally. We all
disagree that tomatoes are berries.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the kangaroos from Animal Crossing. That's what I was thinking of.
What did the kangaroo? Do their mouths move at the same time?
Yeah, I think their heads are like the same or something. I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, okay. I think I can't decide yet. The way Pixie's character is going to work is that they're going to have different personalities assigned to each character within the character. But I think for these guys, they almost might be. I think it might just 50-50 which one talks. I'm not sure though, and they kind of will have a sort of a shared experience, I suppose. But I haven't decided yet. Might not be the case. We need the task where the peas in the pod lose their non-sentient pea, and you have to find it. We had, because my brother's doing some writing for the game, and he kind of doesn't know what's possible within the programming, and he sent me these whole like, just all this stuff that was just so like, and then they go to space. I was like, oh no.
Wait, hold on. That's not for another 5 DLC.
Yeah.
Wait.
We're working on it.
Fine, we'll add space into the game. Also, kangaroo update. The baby kangaroo's head does not move, but the eyes blink at the same time as the parent kangaroo, or the mother kangaroo, I guess.
I feel like that would be so easy to not do.
Creepy. Right.
Um,
I don't know why they do that.
the Garden Path
The garden.
2077. It's like cyberpunk.
Yeah,
Cyberpunk gardening. You can
the
just do everything with a
cyberpath.
laser beam.
Yeah, you just have like a little gun, and you just kind of
Just shoot the gun.
yeah,
Um,
and you change the mode, so it's either water or seeds or like maybe
terraforming.
it's just yeah, maybe it's just air and it's just strong pressure that you're digging out whatever you need to dig out to plant.
Yeah, maybe in 2077, eh? Maybe.
Ooh, yeah, what is the deep lore? What made them come to be?
That is a thing, but that's in the journal. And although if you've read it, Fern,
I have
you've read
read it and proofread it, but I think I was so focused on proofreading
Oh,
that
it
I
could be the
didn't really
case.
like take in the deep lore, which is good because I have the journal now, so like I
True.
should read it in
And
my
Ben
own
has
time.
the journal, so
Oh, Ben.
so you got no
Come
excuse,
on,
Ben.
you didn't even
I
do
hand delivered
proofreading.
it. But it is
Yeah.
admittedly pretty vague. And yeah,
Yeah,
but there is.
it's
I've got
not-
I've got a pretty. I'm trying to think if I can do like a. I'm trying to think. Essentially, there was like the idea broadly is that there was a type of thing in the garden, and then something happened, and then that type of thing became offered itself in order to create the sentient creatures, if that makes sense.
the garden occult,
There's no cult.
but there was an occult ritual involved. Just kidding.
It depends how you define cult ritual. But it's definitely in the realm of magic. Don't worry about that. So you don't have to,
Hmm. The cult of the TGP, the cult of the garden path. Garden Path 2077, gardening with lasers. Put it on the box. I mean, it has a ring to it. I'll be honest. Gardening with lasers.
Gardening with lasers.
Roguelike. What would a garden path roguelike look like?
I mean, it is. I don't know how roguelike. I feel like it's kind of roguelike. You get
in the D&D sense.
you get a randomly generated garden. The items are random. Guys, it's roguelike. We found a new
marketing.
Steam. You found a new tag for Steam. I actually don't know what. Why wouldn't it be roguelike?
It's I guess you could say that technically.
I feel like you can
at
feel
least
it in
the
your
way
bones that it's not, can you? That's how you know.
Louis
there's
like,
no
I get
fighting.
it. You don't. You're not. Well, metaphorically.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm a fraud. It's not a roguelike. What was I thinking?
If it's a video game, it's a roguelike.
Yeah, true. In
So I
Terabang,
should have used.
with the
Yeah,
three,
what do you do? 3 question marks?
they could do
What?
one, couldn't they? Where the dot is connected in the middle, and then you have two question marks going up. Do you know what I mean? Like a Triskel. A Triskel for when
I'm
you
learning a lot of new vocabulary.
for when, for when you want to post three question marks.
What? So you have to be like this.
No. I'm saying so the dot. So the
like the dot underneath.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So you'd
An
have that.
ellipsis
Oh, I don't know
question
actually. It would be like that, and then that, and then can I draw upside down?
There's only
like that.
one dot. Okay, I
Yeah,
see.
just one dot.
See, I was thinking 3 dots and 1 question. Ben, stop being pathologically, telepathically connected to Louis. It's not fair on everyone else.
It's because we know what tildes are. We've got the same.
Yeah.
We're connected with.
You both went to school, unlike others in the stream.
I certainly didn't learn anything about tildes in school. That's what they should be teaching in schools, I'll tell you.
It really is. prevent the embarrassment that I experienced today, not knowing what a tilde was. Um,
I might look it up actually. Maybe it is officially called a tilde. Bear with. No, I'm wrong. It is. Or
it's tilde.
is that how it's said? Tilde.
Tilde. Yeah.
Ah. Oh, but I'm wrong. That is straight up what it's called. So no squiggly.
I will continue calling it a squiggly. I just on. Also, are we gonna do a vote?
Oh yeah. I don't know. Do we want to do a vote, or
Remember-
could people just shout and then we get a vibe?
Mm,
How long have we got?
Sure.
We've got a little while, so I'll make a start, but no promises. Did we? We've got Claire the lazy potato. I'm sure I've said that before, but I don't think we ever did it. I don't think we ever did a potato. I don't think so.
No.
Eric the gloomy beetroot.
Oh, I love beetroot.
Nora the in the game's code they're called bright. I don't know what the word is. Kind of. I don't think we've done a bright character before, but they're kind of meant to be like optimistic and bubbly. So like that.
And what vegetable is Nora?
Sorry, a pear.
Which is definitely a vegetable.
Scout is the confident turnip.
Ooh.
Lester is the lazy fig. And
Oh.
Martin is the confident orange. So that's the options.
I'm putting in my vote now for the fig.
For the fig.
I'm not going to try to write because it's going to be like Leicestershire.
No, it does it as it's spelt.
Is it just Leicester like this?
Yeah.
Like Fester? Oh wow.
Like Leicestershire. I think that is a name,
I
isn't
was
it?
ready for the Worcestershire. What's that? There's a stop in. What is it? In the tube in London, there's like a stop that's just awful to read.
Oh, I don't know.
Or maybe it's like a.
I mean, there is
somewhere else, but
yeah, there is Worcestershire. That's the famously, but I think that's a county. Wait, is Worcester in Worcestershire? And then of course there's Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah.
I don't know I'm not sure what the London stop is, but it could be similar. It could. There is that whole Esther thing, isn't there? Thank you. Worcester is in Worcestershire. Yeah, it's not spelt like. Oh, and Leicester in Leicestershire, yeah. Oh, apparently Leicester is from Leicestershire, so you went far off. Ah, okay. Gloucester and Gloucestershire.
Oh my god. Yeah, I see. When I read that word, it just doesn't. It doesn't compute.
Is that how you spell Gloucester? Yeah, it is, isn't it? I never thought about it before. There's no Bark in Berkshire, though. This is where I'm from. There's not a town called Bark. Maybe there is, actually. I've got no idea. It's quite common to just add shire at the end of it, and then that's the county. Right. Okay. We're doing a fig then. I think, unless anyone has any objections. I have drawn another fig, but it actually came out really badly, and I've been meaning to. But I'm a better artist since I drew them, which was probably in 2020 or so.
I recently had what I think is my first just plain fig.
I swear, were we talking about that? How you never had a fig?
Yeah, I think so
we were
at some point. But I did have one before I got sick. Not correlated with being sick, but but the thing is, I didn't know anything about how to gauge their, when they should be eaten, or I think it was definitely more old looking than the ones you've just pulled up.
Okay.
So I don't know. It was okay, but it was kind of just, I don't know. I had high hopes because I really liked the idea of a fig, and in perfume I really liked fig as a note.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I loved just the regular fig fruit. Maybe do they do or not candied, but dried figs or
Oh
like
yeah,
something
absolutely.
like that.
That's
Yeah,
the
maybe
well,
that's
one
better.
of the main ways they're consumed, I think, in the
Yeah,
UK.
yeah.
Um, I think wasps.
Oh,
Um,
I've heard that as well.
I
Didn't think
saw
of
a
that.
whole. There's an Adam Ragusa video where he apparently, yeah, in order to fertilize a fig, a wasp has to lay eggs in the fig. But then, no, I can't remember. It's like a symbiotic relationship. But by the time the fig reaches you or it's edible,
Mm.
um, the you know, whatever was remaining of the wasp has been metabolized by the fig. Um,
Wow, the fig is powerful.
yeah, it's something like that. So there's
Fig
kind
has
of
its own stomach acid.
yeah. Um, so figs are blamed for wasps. I think it's like a specific type of wasp. I don't think it's the kind that I think they are of the wasp family, but I don't think it's like straight up wasps.
Hmm.
I could be wrong though.
Well, you know what? As a victim of a wasp infestation or invasion, uh, I am now a wasp girly. I
Oh,
am
really?
for the
Are you for
wasps.
the wasps?
Yeah, I
God,
I bonded with
you'll
them.
have to make a strong case because I see very little apart from the like ecological, the frogs eat them or whatnot. um,
Oh well, good for them. And
yeah, I struggle to see a compelling argument.
there isn't really one, but I feel like uh, they, I ended up okay with them. I mean, I wasn't very okay with having like an entire wasp nest invade my bedroom, but um,
I'm
I,
surprised
feel
because
more at peace with them.
I used to not really mind wasps as a kid, and then my childhood bedroom got infested with them, and I've always had a reaction to them ever since. I don't know why I kind of developed it. Like seeing a wasp, it kind of reminds me of that, I think.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, anytime there's like a humming noise anywhere, especially in my bedroom, I'm like, hold on, are they back in the walls?
Yeah.
Because for that whole period of time, there was just like a constant buzzing in the walls.
Yeah, that's exactly what we had.
That's awful. But yeah, no, I think that, I don't know, it's like one day I just stopped being afraid of spiders and I started liking them, and it's the same thing with wasps, I think.
I realized I'm not afraid of spiders. I feel like I'm just afraid of something that's like, about that big that's alive in the room with me. I feel like it doesn't matter what it is. I feel like that would freak me out.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I see a spider and it's not moving, and I'm just like, I just pretend it's not there because apparently they're quite good for.
Yeah, they're good buddies.
They kill flies and things. So, but they do make webs everywhere. So, ups and downs.
I had a little pet spider. It was by accident completely, but it came with my mom through the car because it was in the car. And it came all the way up to her bedroom, and then it came up to my bedroom. And it was like right here by my mic. And I was like, I need to work here. So I moved it to my plants, and it like lived on my plant for a good couple of weeks.
Oh, okay.
And then it disappeared, which I was really sad about. I had grown really like
Sorry, how big was it?
to seeing it. Oh, it was pretty tiny, but it was big enough that you could like kind of see that it was there.
Sure.
But yeah, we don't really get big ones here mostly.
No, we get those. We get the classic house spiders that run along the floor, which are like in a worst case the size of your fist, but not much bigger than that. We used to have every year we have a spider about yay, a little one, but with with the classic spider, itsy bitsy spider type thing.
A classic.
And we joked because it would come out every evening and watch The West Wing with us, but about around September, no, I don't even know when, but there's just a time when there's always a spider there of the same size, and it can't be the same spider. It can't be, right?
Unless reincarnation is real, but only through spiders.
Because, I know they like shed their skin and stuff and get bigger, but it's the same size and everything. I just don't know. It can't be the same one. But it's been there we've been here about 3 years now. And it's there every year around the same time. And Aaron's talking spider fan, yeah. I mean, we've watched, we watched many other things other than The West Wing now, but it was The West Wing at the time. Your house is a summer home for the spider. But do you think it's the same spider? And that it somehow survived? I can't believe it.
Conspiracy.
I feel like anything like that big surely doesn't live longer than, I don't know, a year or something? At most?
Most spiders live about 2 years, but some have been known to live up to 20 years
No.
when in captivity.
But it can't be my little spider guy. It can't be him.
My little guy.
He's.
Um,
I can imagine a tarantula like kept in the best conditions, maybe.
Yeah.
Summer at yours, winter in the
Uh.
Alps. Yeah, he gets his little puts his hat on and gets on the closest bus to the Alps.
Spiders are often the target of hunting wasps seeking food for their young. Oh my god, the wasps strike again.
Did we talk about this on stream? We had this summer we had a few like clothes moths, you know, those little brown ones, which eat through your
Oh, they
jumpers.
eat the yeah.
And apparently one of the solutions is that there's this company in Germany that sends you a packet every month. Have I said this on stream before? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
Of wasps, but they're but they're called parasitic wasps, and
Yeah.
they look
And you just put them in your closet.
well. Apparently they look like, you know, not even a grain of rice. They're much smaller than that, and apparently they only go for these. They're the only natural predator of these brown moths. And they can only survive off these moths, and they don't harm anything else or do anything. They just live off these moths. So every month you just open a packet into the air and once the moths are gone, then the wasps go too. I don't know. I just thought that was really metal.
Yeah, because that's kind of what happens with like beneficial insects, is that there's at some point there's going to be nothing left to eat.
Yeah, exactly.
They just
Yeah.
drop dead. Yeah.
I just think it's funny that you can get it on subscription from Germany. It's the most German thing.
Vase says, can you still import wasps after Brexit?
Oh, you probably can,
Well,
but then FedEx will
have
send
to
you a
look
bill
into that.
afterwards. Yeah, that's what they do at the moment that you're not expecting.
Yeah, welcome to how I've been living for years. Hope you enjoy. No, but yeah, I don't know if I said on stream. I think I might have a while back when I had like a bad fungus gnat. It was like when fall started coming back and it starts getting a bit more like, you know, the plants have mold on them because it's less warm and
Yeah.
kind of but yeah, it was really bad. And then I got nematodes, which
Oh, right.
you could not keep in a packet for very long. You had to use them instantly. But it worked, and there's no more fungus gnats, knock on wood. But yeah, so they can, you know, using
What are they called?
bugs, nematodes. It's like it's a microscopic like worm. And
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Oh,
they're
right.
kind
Not
of
toad like a
transparent
toad,
looking.
but toad like a.
oh yeah, like a TOD.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't look very appetizing.
No.
But they're, you know, you can't see them. You just kind of you fill like 10 liters of water in a you know, the thing. And then you pop them in there and you water all your plants with it, and then they hatch
Oh,
and
I see.
go around the soil eating all of the little fly larvae or mosquito larvae, you know, technically that are mosquito. And it's the best thing I've ever spent like £50 on.
That's
And
cool.
yeah, now that I have thrips and I don't know if I have spider mites. I have this one plant that has had webs on the soil, but
Yeah.
apparently spider mites don't do that.
Ah,
So now I'm
okay.
like,
Yeah, we've
is
got
it
one a
just
bit like that.
spider?
Could just be a spider, yeah.
But it's very like it doesn't look like a spider web. It's like a very fine web. So I'm like, maybe it's something else. Who knows? But I did look into like getting a beneficial insect for thrips called Orius.
Okay.
But that's like £60, and
Yeah.
these fly, like these are flying insects, not little invisible worms inside of your soil. So
Yeah.
I thought, it's in my bedroom. I don't know if unleash 500 Orias into my bed.
Depends how much was the plant as well. Like maybe it's just
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, I guess with thrips it becomes kind of all of your plants, right? So,
right. Okay.
yeah, like about like, oh, there's 6 on this side and another 6 on the other side, maybe 7. So
Could be worth it then.
yeah, I think I'm not gonna do it though. I don't think, because it's
Oh, sorry. Ben said they had wasps in because I lived below Ben in a flat.
oh.
Yeah, I feel like living in the middle, like in the what's that? The first floor is like the best floor. Because I know you had issues with rain coming in as well, but it was those old Victorian houses you get in. So not surprised.
Yeah.
I think we lucked out getting the floor that we did.
There's a National Trust place using the micro wasps to control clothes moths.
Ah, there you go.
Mm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not just making stuff up.
I just feel like, using beneficial insects is mostly, in the case of any airborne ones at least, it feels like it makes more sense in a greenhouse, but when it's like in your living room or in your bedroom, it's maybe, I would probably do it if I was leaving my house for, if you were going on vacation, I feel like that's a great time to do it. Unless you have cats, then then they'll just maybe they'll hunt the bugs.
I mean, yeah, these moths are like they're airborne, but they're like so small. I think you wouldn't even notice them. I think is the
yeah, that's the
the
thing.
idea. Yeah.
To be a microscopic moth eating wool.
At war with another species.
They're just trying to eat and just trying to put food on the table. I think that's kind of why I started feeling a little bit bad for the wasps as well after having murdered an entire, well, not directly, but having had someone else spray a bunch of poison into the roof so that I could sleep peacefully. They're just trying to live, just trying to do their thing.
Should have been you.
It could have been you. they were just misplaced a little bit. They lost their way and they thought that, oh, this roof seems great. Seems like a great idea.
I guess it depends on the animal. But I think there's enough. I think there's enough wasps in the world. I think avoid it if you can, but can't be living with too many wasps.
No, you get kind of jumpy.
I don't know what Advent of Code is. I'll be honest. Let me Google it.
It's like Inktober, but for coders.
Is it like? Is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I hear about it every year.
Oh, I'm sorry, Smash Man. I think there must. Yeah, this isn't a Nightbot thing. It's like a Twitch thing. So I think Twitch is blocking links. Do you want to put it in the Discord, maybe? Louis can Google. Yeah, Louis knows.
Yeah, I can Google. I did Google it. Advent of Code, annual set of Christmas-themed computer programming challenges. Oh, there's no way I'm doing that. But
we have a game to finish, and by we I mean Louis.
Yeah.
I am not involved. Aside from thinking, coming up with ideas and
every day I've got my own challenges I'm working through.
Your own Christmas coding Advent challenge.
I've got this the wrong way around. It should be purple at the bottom. Yeah. Oh man, I think the Steam codes are going out this evening. I think, which I'm terrified about, but hopefully it goes well.
We just won't think about it. It's fine.
Yeah.
What's going? Yeah, I don't know.
So hopefully, I think the thing I'm scared about most is that like I want saves to sort of be functional for as long as they can be, and I don't know if like something I've done now means that saves in a month's time will be null. But just gotta pray.
The butterfly coding effect.
Yeah, it's a bit like that. I'm almost, if you load the game from this February, it almost certainly won't work. But I don't think anybody has a save that they're still running on. I think most people have graciously tested the game and
well, I had one, but
put it to rest. Yeah,
it broke everything.
So but yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we get a few more people just testing the game and just reporting bugs and things and giving on feedback. It's been I've made it to space in the February mode. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I remember someone making it to like as far as the story quest goes. So this was a while ago now, and I was like, I couldn't figure out how they'd done it, because it should in theory take like weeks. And I realized there was a way to like basically continuously farm journal pages. And they probably thought that was a feature rather than a bug. So maybe there's a bug which you can get to space as well. I haven't yet caught.
I mean, you just press T and you're
and you're away.
Transported into the stars.
Yeah, true. To be fair, there is space.
If you're lucky,
that is true.
Yeah, if you're lucky, you just get a bug where like it keeps going up, so you just feel like you're ascending.
Yeah, that'd be all right. I don't know about this fig. I might save it.
It's easy for it to suddenly become a beetroot. Like, you know how when you slice a beetroot, it has like this pattern with these colors.
Because the beetroot in the game, I usually give my beetroots chins, so it kind of comes out like this, if you know what I mean. And then there's like the green on top. I kind of go upside down with it.
Yeah. I'm intrigued to see if you know how you'll render if you do that. The kind of like on the reference picture, it's kind of like as if there's like a layer of kind of, I don't know if it's like dew or
they're kind of a little bit dusty.
Kind of like gray. Yeah, but I don't know if that is. Oh yeah, I guess it kind of. Yeah, it just looks like they're cold or like, or dusty.
Yeah, I think that is just figs. I think they have a kind of a.
Yeah.
I want to say waxy, but.
No, but yeah, it's like a.
It's a thing.
Like a little blue-gray overcoat.
Yeah.
That's how we're going to market the narrative aspects from now on. Story quest.
I mean, yeah. The plan is, I don't know how many we'll have for launch. It probably won't be all of them, but the plan is to have a quest for every single traveller in the game. Of which the space one, I mean, you can probably, if anyone who's an expert on the game's travellers might guess who that's related to, but... And actually, I was exaggerating a bit with that one. That one was actually okay, but there was others that were a bit of a nightmare. But yeah, there's one about sending a satellite into space, which I think will be quite fun. I think I might try and prioritize that, just because there's a Clangers episode where they try and go to Earth, and they build a little rocket ship. And then
well, can it be an Easter egg that if we do ever see space, we have to see your little astronaut character somewhere.
I was just vibing.
Just vibing. Yeah, that's where you've been. Ever since the game launched, you've been off to space.
Yeah.
Just chill.
Hopefully.
Finally.
We'll see. I suspect that'll just be the beginning when the game comes out. That'll be. How many residents do you have left to draw? Good question. I think we've got how many are in the game at the moment? I think there's 25 or so in the game, and I think there's maybe 35 or so. Oh, sorry. Then there's 10 on top of that, which maybe I've started but haven't finished. And then there's maybe there's maybe 15 I've started and haven't finished. No, that's a lot more than I just said. Anyway, there's a small portion, maybe like a bit less than a third, and then I've got 5. Well, now that we've done this one, I've got 4 left to start. So and
So
starting them
there's
is
quite a few still coming.
yeah, and I don't know. I'm hoping to no, we should have all of them in the game for launch. But there's a good set already in the game to keep you busy. And they visit the garden every day now, so you actually get to see them all, day by day.
Yeah, and once the game launches, you'll have to pay money to get more. I'm just kidding.
You'll get a little box, and there's a 50-50 chance whether it's
yeah.
whether it's some
Gambling.
twigs or whether it's Otto.
Hi, Wesley. Welcome in. Oh, throat just did a little air bubble there midway through.
Welcome in, Wosley. I had I have a friend who's very into Path of Exile that keeps giving me ideas on how I could monetize the game. I've genuinely got no plans. That'd be a bit weird.
Capitalism.
I think Lester should wear a fig leaf. That's a good idea actually, because I have another fig who doesn't have a fig leaf, so it'd be good
there
to.
You go.
And fig leaves are kind of cool, aren't they?
Variety.
They've got that kind of wavy thing going on.
Absolutely. Just put two of them together, they can be a little hat.
I think that the challenge with the fig is that maybe we could do that. What, like kind of going up, kind of like.
I was kind of thinking like in A-shaped roof, you know.
Yeah. Would that work? How would that work?
No. Or down, you know, if they connect kind of the top.
Yeah, maybe.
Fig leaves are enormous. Oh, but then just
big.
like one huge fig leaf. Love that.
That could be the move.
Paul says how much to add, but the banana as DLC.
Yeah, I charge 120 for easy.
The most expensive
easy money,
DLC ever.
Because I know you suckers will pay for it. No, I'm joking. Where the banana is, they will come.
Can't wait to see the Gardens Casino. Yeah, exactly. Supply and demand. Take your banana to the casino.
Yeah. Banana only available on only fruits. I don't know about that. Don't know about that one, Chief. If I do, I'm trying to think of we could do something cool. Like maybe if I do a.
You sent him on a leaf journey now.
I'll do a cheeky little reference leaf.
Also, I guess it could be. Oh, this could be cute. Like if it was on the back, just like how it is now. But you could from the front, you'd see kind of the leaf protruding, and then on the back, you kind of just like a beret that wasn't that attached to your head. I don't know.
Wait. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
The challenge with figs is kind of getting this stripy thing going on without making them look like a garlic. I think that's what I've always struggled with.
Yeah.
So we might not get it today, but
I'll
figure it out.
We'll get him sometime.
So we've got a leaf. So we could sort of do like there's one here, and then there's one like.
Oh, like some little ears. Oh no, never mind.
And then there's one kind of like that.
Oh yeah, that's.
Or then were you thinking of it?
I was the most recent idea. I was just thinking like one big leaf, and it's completely like aligned with the back of the head. So if you like glued the leaf onto the back of your head.
And then almost like
the front,
it would kind of look a bit regal,
like,
wouldn't it? Kind of like.
Yeah, exactly. You just like see the kind of like
sort of like
crown
this.
of the. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I don't know which I prefer.
Yeah. Just add both and make it randomly, you know, it's like a day-to-day basis. I like the two little leaves as well.
Do you think that maybe with a bit of work they'll read more as...
How would they look if they were upside down, if the like
maybe
the other part was the connecting one? Hi Penguin, welcome in.
Welcome in, penguin. Kind of like that. Like they've put it on themselves.
Yeah.
I do like it. I can't
You
decide.
could kind of like, maybe if you wanted to, you could add like a little like ribbon or something to tie them together at the top, so they would kind of.
I
They
kind
would
of maybe,
really
or
give
maybe
the-
this bit kind of pokes out, and I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know which I prefer.
I think.
I
Oh yeah, it's hard.
I think I think this one.
Oh.
Do you think the other one?
Sorry, the delay was kind of.
Yeah, no. But
So okay, facing upwards or downwards?
I think I prefer downwards.
Oh, yeah. See, I thought I preferred upwards at first, but now that I'm
Ah.
seeing downwards, I think downwards is the cutest one.
Yeah. Okay.
It makes sense, you know.
Do I
Kind of like a
only
mistletoe.
do I only do heads for characters? Yeah, it is a little bit mistletoe, isn't it? I'll show you what I do with characters. I'll just load up Godot and do my classic lecture.
Yeah. Show off your yas.
My years. Hopefully no years. Oh, will this work? Will this work? Oh, okay. Let me do, if I just make that smaller. Sort of like that. And then if we do like auto. So yeah, so they've all got the same body. I might do multiple bodies. And then I can kind of go in and each, so they've kind of made a different parts, and I can change the color to kind of match their. I kind of try and match their body as best I can.
Oh, but I mean, Otto. I have to say, Otto in blue.
Also in blue.
It's yeah.
I
I'm a
did
fan.
I did try and match this green sort of, yeah, to get that contrast. But yeah, that's how I do the characters. That's the gist. So, but yeah, so we could do. Yeah, I was gonna say, because we've got the Christmas. Well, are we streaming in 2 weeks? Because that
Oh,
would be
I haven't. I don't know yet.
okay.
But I mean, I would also like to do a holiday.
That would be
themed
the Christmas stream if it were to happen.
Exactly.
Um,
However, we may have to plan it a little bit after stream.
okay.
We'll figure it out. I would like to do one.
Yeah.
'Cause last year we had a nice little tree decorating stream.
Yeah.
Had like little lights in the trees.
That was all right, wasn't it? That was okay.
Yeah. A sleigh. I also think that these fig leaves are pretty slay.
I didn't know slay was a verb.
Oh.
No, sorry, a noun. Sorry. Oh dear. Whew.
Well, you know what? Louis is just such a kind soul that slayage. It's not part of. it's not part of the daily
Dare I
vocab.
say a serve? I'm aware that you can slay, right? I know that you can, like, you know. But I didn't know something could be a slay. As
Definitely, it's in the world of gays, anything is possible.
Well, I'm here to teach about punctuation, and I come here to learn.
Yeah. You could leave the slay and serving to B and I.
I like a serve though.
Mm.
I'm trying to think. I feel like everyone's saying based at the moment, but
Oh,
just to say,
still?
well, I don't know, maybe they're not anymore. I'm still, but I was saying based. I don't know if anyone listened to Little B back in the day because he's the guy that invented it, and he gets no credit for it.
Of course not.
And I don't know where. Um, I don't know where it suddenly came back into fashion because it was kind of like this weird thing that just Little B fans would say back in like 2011.
Yeah, and now I feel like it's just like very young people who say it.
Yeah. If you don't know Lil B, I'll tell you exactly. Look up "I Love You," Lil B, "I Love You," and that'll tell you everything you need to know about Lil
Oh,
B. And don't look up his other stuff. That's the garden path. That's the garden path approved. Little B track.
Oh yeah, we're in like a. Is this a pet shop or?
I think he's in a pet shop. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like aquariums. See, he's garden path friendly. There's bugs in here.
Bugs, good vibes. But yeah, my lingo ends there. But I did say based before it was cool.
Oh,
I'm just putting that out there.
yeah. Well, that was a sleigh.
That was a sleigh.
Garden path approved track is my new favorite thing. That's another garden path approved track. Would you say I lie here buried with my rings and my dresses as a garden path?
No, that's not garden path approved, but it is Louis approved. If anyone's into, what is the genre actually? I don't know. It's kind of like
Screamo adjacent.
Oh, Rate Your Music says, oh, okay, industrial hip hop horrorcore, industrial metal.
What a genre.
Horrorcore's a weird one. I feel like horrorcore, because there was a group called Gravediggers who basically kind of who invented the genre, but it was kind of just boom bap, but they kind of like rapped about being zombies. But now it's now it's kind of actually quite scary. It's like people have taken with it and run with it. Does Little B sound anything like the Put a Donk on It guys? Nothing like that. God, that takes me back. when was Put a Donk on It? That's like UK. Is that UK garage? Put a Donk on It. I don't know. Or UK rave.
I don't know if anyone else was taken aback by their Spotify Wrapped this year, but my top genres went something like indie pop, indie something else, indie rock, escape room music. And it turns out that this escape room music is just all the hyperpop I've been listening to. But apparently it's called escape room music.
That's cheeky.
On Spotify. So yeah. Goblin Core on your Spotify rap. I love that for you.
Is Goblin Core? It's like metal, isn't it? I think it's kind of, but it's that whole because metal gets into that weird kind of
where you start sounding like orcs from Lord of the Rings,
yeah,
like
and then
the little orcs.
But then you
kinda...
you tame it back and you become little orcs, and it's sort of like I'm in my cottage. And I'm. I think that's kind
of some doubloons in your pocket.
And, yeah, I think you kind of pare it back. I don't think it's but I could be making that up. I think someone recommended me Goblin Core, and I enjoyed what I heard. It was kind of cool. I think. Not so much pirate metal though. I had a friend who was into that. Don't rate that.
No, I've my For You page on TikTok has decided that I am a fan of The Garden, which I haven't listened to, but I keep seeing these clowns, or they're not like clowns, they're more like jesters. I think that's their thing. and I don't really know anything about them or haven't listened to them, but they just keep popping up. And at this point, I'm like, maybe I should listen to them just because of the vibes, just because of the Jester vibes.
Sorry, that you're saying.
They're called The Garden.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if it's the Garden Path approved.
Maybe not. Maybe they just they're playing the algorithm,
Hmm.
and then everyone goes, "Wow, these guys have been on my feed so often. I just have to check them out."
Their most recent album is called Horse Shit on Route 66. The album before that, oh no, actually that's a lie. This is not in order. But the album that's next to it on Spotify is called Haha in all lowercase.
Sounds.
You know what?
Sounds beyond me.
There's a vibe going on. Their third most listened to song is called Egg, and that's a statement. So
Is the name is a statement?
oh yeah, just naming your song Egg.
Naming your song Egg.
It's a power move.
I reckon it's a serve.
Absolutely.
That's
Everything
my theory.
that, yeah.
Insane Clown Posse. Man, that one song actually had quite a good beat. I remember it was a bit of a joke back in the day. Had a good hook. Yeah, they don't believe in magnets, so. And this is a magnet-believing stream.
Oh.
I'm gonna. I think that's is that non-controversial?
Like flat earthers, but like anti-magneters, non-magnet believe.
I think there's a Venn diagram. I think.
Okay, but so when they're presented with a magnet, what happens? Did they just say no? That's actually wrong. It's you're.
I think the idea, right, isn't that it's not magnetic, but that it's it's magnetic because of sort of supernatural reasons rather than the polar ice caps and magnetic waves and poles and things, something like that.
I mean, I can understand that. I also think it's a bit difficult to wrap your head around, even after Stranger Things tried to explain it to me. So you know what? Yeah, it's magic.
It is magic.
I agree. Yeah, it's the easier way around it.
Two overlapping circles. I guess you'd have to, because if you believed in a flat Earth, you wouldn't believe in two magnetic poles, would you? So I guess you'd have to have some other explanation for it. I used to be really, before it was kind of like this is me being trendy again, before it was like a lot of flat Earth kind of blew up, didn't it? I remember there were forums, and I used to just find it really interesting, the sort of the what do you call it, the rhetoric behind like the arguments, the sport of debate and sort of how they're able to come up with everything, because you think like, well, obviously the sun sets and whatnot, that's an easy dunk, but then their whole thing is that the sun is like a spotlight that goes over the Earth like that.
They just turn it off.
Which which it makes sense, right? Like it's a good answer, I don't believe in it, but it kind of it's an answer is all I'm saying. It's not it's not the slam dunk in your head that it would be. It's not a serve. Yeah, magnet truthers.
Yeah. What are we gonna do when the game is out? Are we gonna? Maybe we should start a podcast. At some point, if we have the game comes out, we stop streaming for a while. I just suddenly feel the need for a podcast.
Isn't that that's the meme, isn't it? That you just talk and you go, guys, this should be a podcast.
Wow. Yeah.
I've yet to be on a podcast.
Oh.
It's a good life aspiration, maybe. Would it have guests? I don't like podcasts with guests, but I feel like
oh really?
Yeah,
I think it depends on like what kind of podcast it is.
Yeah.
Like I've I don't really listen to podcasts, but recently I've listened to a podcast called Maintenance Phase, and it's kind of about like wellness culture and like diets and eating disorders and everything below the sun that has to do with that. And I did think it was pretty interesting when they brought on guests that actually like had
Oh, but that's kind of
kind
like
of that,
that's
yeah.
like journalism, isn't it?
Well,
It would probably
kind
be wrong
of,
not to bring
but
on guests for that. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's journalism, but
It's like
or
an
it's
expose sort of
listen.
thing, isn't it? Is that what you mean, or
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, potentially, yeah.
are you saying they're kind of they're investigating it, or are you saying they're sort of? Uh,
Um,
well, you said wait, what
I've
culture
only
did you
listened to
say?
like two, like wellness culture, or like one of the episodes was like um the wellness to QAnon pipeline or something like that.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it is like an
So
expose.
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of, yeah,
Yeah.
but it depends a little bit on the episode, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, um, so in that situation, I think it's nice to have
Oh,
a
for
guest
sure.
on
Yeah,
to
yeah. No, I
like
agree
have
with
someone
that.
with some expertise.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, it'd be wrong not to. I think
mm.
we're just two people who've got some big
We know
ideas
everything.
about.
I mean, we are two people who've got some big ideas
I
about many
don't
things.
know how big my ideas are really, but
I mean, I personally have big ideas about fig fashion and there being
sort of where it ends.
creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, anyway.
Mm. Don't say that. There's so much to you as you,
Oh, thank you.
as you discuss.
Too kind.
Oh, I love the flipping through the layer styles.
Shh.
Mode.
We don't do that here.
What?
I might just go back to normal. I'm sure, yeah, normal's better. I want to, yeah, I kind of want to fade it in. I was talking about this last stream about just, especially with the characters. It never looks good when you kind of do like a hard fade where sort of you say this is the end and then you kind of fade it in like that. That usually looks kind of bad, but it's usually
Yeah.
okay when you sort of say here's the edge and then you kind of let that edge be there. You know, kind of like that, and then you can still sort of see the edge here. Anyway, I mean that looks bad either way. I can't get the lines in. I can't. I'm sorry guys. I'm probably not going to be able to do it this stream. I'm really sorry. I can't figure it out. I'm sure I'll figure it out. Maybe. Oh, that could be it. Maybe it comes in down at the front like that.
Yeah, because like you see that one that's like kind of in the middle of the picture. It
Yeah.
doesn't. I don't think that it's a 3D line. Technically, it's not a depression, but it is kind of like peach-like.
And then
But I think it might just be because of this.
it can
Like,
kind of curve with the character
Ooh,
like that.
it's giving.
That sort of
Isn't it
works.
giving a little bit like Mega Man?
No.
No. No.
This is an original
helmets here.
character. That kind of works actually, and it works. It works with the
Yeah.
it works with the leaf as well in sort of
Oh
shapes.
yeah, the curves. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, the curves. The
Would
fig
it be
curves.
wild to suggest like a translucent layer to get the kind of dusty look?
Yeah, the only trouble with that is that you don't want to risk you'd kind of do that when you you'd kind of risk blotching it out, or sorry, making it making it look dull.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe if it has to be kind of like erased out to get the kind of, because it's not an even layer, or like in the picture. It's kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm afraid I have limits as an artist, being exposed. But I usually just do it until it looks okay.
Yeah, like grapes, exactly like that, like the purple grapes. They have the
I know
same
what you
thing.
guys mean. I do.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to balance.
How to translate into words.
Yeah. I'm just trying to, whilst kind of keeping it appealing. Because I know, I could do the whole kind of, you kind of, you do the whole thing over here and then, I don't know, make that and then sort of.
Whatever you're doing right now, I'm being obstructed by cat sabotage, so
Right. I always miss that.
Yeah. Well, he's here right now. Oh, well.
But you know what I mean? Now, even though I've added this kind of, nice
Yeah, it
layer,
just looks like it's kind of shining.
and just the relationship between that and kind of this bit here looks bad and that bit. Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's trial and error.
Maybe it has to be like imagine that the middle of the face was a depression. In that case, maybe oh no, Albus has just scrolled down on my screen because he sat on the spacebar. Sir, no, oh no, I'm now extremely zoomed in and cannot see anything. Where's the chat? Oh no. Okay. Oh no, I was just thinking like if this might look terrible, but if the highlight translucent thing was like two kind of ovals going up, where the I'm sorry, he's so cute. What do you do? Oh, you can't really see him anymore. Anyway, yeah, maybe not.
Afraid not.
Oh my god. Oh.
I've lost it. Your audio now
Oh.
sounds like a cat between you and the microphone.
Yeah. Are we good now? Oh.
All good.
Well, he's on the microphone, but he's on the other side. It's the microphone between me and the cat now. I hope this is not picking up because he's using the microphone as a scratching post, but for his face.
I can't hear it, so
That's good.
that's a good sign.
Thanks, Discord. If anything, all of these layers kind of I like the orangey, like I like all of the round elements. It feels like Lester is a very fabulous fig.
Yeah.
What's their personality again?
Confident,
Oh, well there you go.
which is kind of
Perfect.
they're kind of meant to be
Yeah.
the sort of the people person, but kind of sometimes I don't know, not rude, but sort of sometimes
Like irreverent.
yeah,
Oh.
irreverent maybe. They're
Just
kind of
kind of living their life.
kind of jockey,
Mm.
blasé,
Yeah.
overconfident maybe. But we'll look out for you. That's kind of the archetype anyway.
Yeah.
I think that looks okay.
Yeah.
I might drop in a few more. Oh, if I can.
Oh, he's coming.
People don't say, "Here comes the boy," anymore, do they?
Oh, they don't. Not like they used to.
Things are just a flash in the pan. We were saying Charlie bit my finger for like 3 years. It kept us going. Oh, we
Yeah,
weren't
these
saying Charlie bit my
microtrends.
finger. We were saying, "Ow, Charlie," or whatever he says. I can't remember. Whatever he says in the video. You know the one.
The one.
You know the one.
Oh, a yawn on camera. What a treat. Thank you.
Stealing the
Thank you
show.
for
I'm
the
trying to
free
do some art
content.
here.
Right? He's like, you need to put me in your game or else. Or else this will be every stream.
He's like, "Ow, Charlie, ow." Yeah, that's the one. He's like, Opham Gangnam Style.
Here Comes the Boy was 18 months ago? Yeah, exactly. What is time? And the worst part is, like, I don't even think about Here Comes the Boy.
No, this is it.
That's the problem, is that you don't even
We
notice how
just
fast it
just
goes
pick him
by.
up and drop him.
Hi, Mookie. Welcome in.
Welcome in, Mookie. I think actually we're coming to the end of the stream. But
There's only cats.
there's only cats now. I've been upstaged.
Oh, he's leaving. He's humbled.
Humbled. If anyone has any questions for me or for Fern.
Hi, yes, I can't answer any coding questions, but I will answer. I don't know.
Did you just say woof?
No, I started saying what, and I wasn't sure what to say. So I just... the name of my cat. This one is called Albus. Definitely a choice that I made previous to controversy. But anyway, we don't even call him Albus in our home. We just call him like the Norwegian word for little, which is just lilla, which is ironic because he's very big. Why? What is this? I have some like. Oh, is this a Discord overlay? I'm confused. I have like a weird little like mic and something on top of like where the. But it's really weird because it doesn't feel like it should be there. Because it's like where the time is. Oh yeah, that's right. Maybe that wasn't even a question for me. Maybe that was a question for me. Yeah, he sat on everything, so you might be right. It might be him. I don't know where it came from, and if I right click, it doesn't.
Deleted system 32.
Yeah, I think that's the only way. I'll just re-download my RAM. It's yeah. Oh, see, but now I just took a screenshot of it to show it to you, but it didn't show up on the screenshot.
Spooky. It's like the black hole in my phone.
Oh, yeah.
Which, if anyone has been following that, has stopped growing. It's reached terminal velocity.
Oh, has it grown?
It has been growing. So it was this is when I bought the phone secondhand. It was the size of this dot, but now that it's that big, but it hasn't gotten any bigger. So we're in the money.
So this is not like two cameras.
No, that one of them is just a black
It's
spot.
like you had one dead pixel and it just spread.
Exactly that, yeah. Which I think is why I got it for such a good price.
Oh no. Well, now it looks like, speaking of like old memes, it just looks like this emoji, or
oh yeah, true.
Emoticon at this point.
It does. Does it do that in bootloader mode? Yes, it does, Ben. I've been through this with you. It's hardware, not software. It's tragic, but it's true. Screen is rip, yeah. And I've seen it. I've googled it, and yeah, the answer on everything is to send your phone back to Google warranty, which obviously I don't have because I bought it secondhand. So, but it's fine. It only gets in the way of like some search bars. And you kind of just...
It works well enough that you don't have to replace it, so...
Yeah, you just forget it's there.
Hi, Amaris. Welcome in.
Welcome in.
It's really good to have you here.
Did we talk about the new release window and new trailer? We didn't.
We didn't do that. Should we show the trailer?
Oh, I could do, I suppose, yeah. To figure out how to do that.
I mean, you figured out how to get Godot on stream, so I think...
Yeah, we'll utilize the same technology that brought Godot on stream to play the trailer.
Amara says, "I've been looking forward to this game. The art style is stunning."
Oh, thank you so much.
Louis.
It's been a
full brain.
Thank you. It's been a long time in the works, but I think it's starting to look good. Actually, I think, like I've said, I do.
Just wait, like 6 months post-launch, you'll be like, I don't know, I think I have to update the
maybe
art
there's certain things I look back on and like, because there's some things in the game that R3 is old and I still think they look okay. So, but the game looked. I'm so grateful that anyone thought the game looked good back in 2020. I really, I'm so glad people supported me through that. Because if you look back at how the game looked then, it was a bit rough. But we're out the other side now.
You could say that, but you could also say there was just a different style. At least that's how I
Oh
think
no, I'm
most of
talking.
us are
It had
seeing
a very different style, and then I moved over to a new style, and then it looked really bad. For like, well, it looked okay. There was a really bad period. There was a time when the player character. I don't know. I think there's one on my Instagram which looks like it. The character looks like this little marshmallow. It's not good. And then
we have a TikTok of like the different stages. But I don't know if that's what you're.
I just
talking
played
about.
something really loudly. I'm sorry for everyone.
Oh.
It was the advert before the. Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh no, I was saying we have a TikTok that kind of like goes through the different stages, but I don't know if that covers what you're talking about.
Yeah, those I should tweet that again because that always does really well when I do the.
Yeah.
Because I've got the first ever GIF I have of the game where it's like of Augustus, like his code for walking wasn't working, and so he just kind of jolted around the screen. I'll see if I can find it actually. But before then, can I? Ooh, where is it? Oh, I might need to. Here we go. Can you folks see this? I'm going to play the trailer haphazardly. I don't know how loud to make it. I'm going to go something like this. I hope it's not too. It shouldn't be too loud. It might be loud for me. I'll check the levels. Here we go. Release window trailer. It's the right one. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Wait, it's the Kickstarter.
Oh wait, it's like 320p. Let me just. Oh wait, what is it? Oh, we're on 720p. Okay, let's try 1080. Hopefully, all right, here we go. Hopefully we'll get this book available as well. It will just be me shipping it out.
You know, I was sick when this all happened, so coming back and seeing the trailer and there's like live IRL footage of I was just like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that.
It's a cool little touch.
Yeah, I like that.
Little joke at the end there.
Everyone deserves a chance to do what they dream of doing.
Adverts. Oh no, I can't close it. Don't want to be giving any freebies out. Yeah, and I did the music as well, and I'm hoping, I have been playing it in the background, but I usually have it pretty quiet. Which I'm hoping I'm gonna finish I'm doing all of the songs, of which there's 66 of now. I think the soundtrack is going to release for 66 tracks. I want to do 4 passes, and they're currently all in the second pass. So, and the third pass is me listening to the whole thing on my speakers, and then the 4th pass is listening to the whole thing on my headphones. And then once all of that sounds good, then I will, release it to backers anyway. I think the release for the general public, I think we're going to do I think we're going to put it on Spotify and stuff. I think that's the plan, and it's going to be this whole thing, but that'll be later. I think backers will get it on Bandcamp, which it will be available on as well.
Can I play the music on my stream? Can we?
Can you play?
I think that's generally for video game soundtracks. It's pretty I guess it's pretty straightforward because if you're playing the game and Louis is gonna
Oh.
DMCA strike me. No, but like if you're playing the game and has the music in it, obviously.
I
Like,
have a game to make. I'm not going to be trolling through Twitch just to find streams to
Yeah.
take down.
Louis doesn't care about my
Um,
stream. No, but
Yeah,
that was really
and
cool.
yeah, the release window we announced was spring next year, which is exciting.
It's really soon.
It's kind of soon. It's before June. Is
Yeah,
the
not to like stress you out or anything.
yeah. But
It's growing season. It's perfect.
I'm hoping that things are kind of kind of settling down. May 31st, yeah, exactly. Could well be. Or even I might even make the argument of geographical spring, which ends on June 22nd or something, doesn't it? So, so maybe that would be a bit
Hold
cheeky. But yeah, the fingers crossed. I'm really gunning for it, and I'm hoping that the brunt of the work is over, and that it's just getting content in for the next, doing sort of fixes, but then also just doing the content. I think. What do I need to do still? I'm going to change the stat system to be slightly different. That's the next thing on my to-do list. And what else do I want to do before launch? Oh, and projects as well, character projects. But other than that, and then it's just getting I think with the T rework, I want to do I want to bring T really into the forefront, where T kind of gives you spendable points, and then you kind of spend them how you're kind of in the garden and stuff. I think at the moment it's a little bit kind of you don't feel the T. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah, the T could be more of a serve.
it could be more of a serve. But yeah, news on that upcoming. I think again it's coming out. We're doing for backers. I think we're releasing the Steam code soon. So if anybody does want to test it, be nice. I'm bricking it, but I think it's okay. And hopefully a fun couple months ahead before launch, and hopefully screenshots of
no stress.
no stress. Yeah, Steam codes for the beta, so it's not out yet. But if people do want to test the game, maybe just get a feel for it, then yeah, that'll be available soon. Testing only available for backers, unless we might do a limited run. Not sure. We did say we would do it recently, but we had a problem with itch.io's pricing system, and we weren't able to refund some people who unfortunately overpaid, and it was a bit of a nightmare. And it's just kind of been out of our control. So I'm not sure what we'll do about that, but we want to get it into more hands of people who want to test, is the idea. But there might be demos as well. We'll see. But anyway,
Itch, stop ghosting us challenge.
yeah. Well, I do feel bad for Itch, because I think support is just one guy,
Yeah.
and I do support Itch and I like the work they do. So unfortunately,
It's just bad on all sides.
yeah, I don't know if they get much funding is the thing, because they you choose how much you give to Itch, and so it's not like other platforms that they take 30%. So shouldn't take Itch for granted. Anyway. Thanks, guys. Yes, at From Carrot Cake on Twitter, TikTok, even on YouTube now, because we've got the new YouTube handle.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we're also at From Carrot Cake on YouTube.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh, so it's not that link. Maybe the link.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe
the
that link works.
is-
I'm not sure.
It does. It's just. Yeah.
Yeah, and give the game a wish list on Steam, and join us on the Discord if you want to share pictures of your pets, or talk about music or something, or the game even. Who knows?
What was the genre you said? Not pirate metal, but
Oh, was it Goblin Core?
Goblin Core or
Yeah.
escape room music, or,
Whatever it might be. Escape room music, yeah. But
or if
otherwise,
you want to share any wasps or
Yeah.
non-wasps.
maybe
and,
not wasps actually.
cloth-eating moths.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Or yeah, parasitic wasps.
the
Who knows?
nice
It's
wasps.
fair game.
yeah,
Otherwise, maybe Christmas
you
stream.
also-
Maybe
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 yeah,
not. Who knows?
Bye. Yes, I love this. The squigglies. I've already forgotten all the terms. That's okay. Yeah, we'll keep you posted about the next stream Hopefully there'll be a holiday themed stream like last year.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Within the next couple of weeks, because it's almost Christmas.
Almost.
It's 2 weeks away. A bit more, 2.5. but-
Yeah, just about. We're nearly there, guys. Nearly there. Just got to make it to
Yeah.
Christmas. All right. Thanks so much, guys.
All right.
See you in the next one. Take care.
Keep squiggling.
Keep squiggling. Bye bye.